me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Gone! Now let's go! Boom!
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Webb now. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. DeAndre Washington, his first carry, takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. first. Here's Washington. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From midfield, here's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing now is Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
All right, now, look at 56.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Hut.
To throw, Webb. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Now, 6-18.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Caught left side, Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now on first down, it's Washington again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Washington. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first and goal, Washington. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Shedding the tackle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Out of the gun, it's Webb. It's caught. Jones.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st down, it's Webb. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive in Washington. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
734.
Carr to throw on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Have a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They pitch to Washington. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Right, Chief. 24.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go play action here on 1st down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Webb. And the Raiders have got him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated? Or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Right back to Washington. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On play action, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a first down throw. Webb. And his throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Webb to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr gives it off to Washington, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try to counter with Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Down! You waiting? You're mine. Purdue! Here we go.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Go Chief!
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Now, 185! Go Chief!
Carr now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Washington, 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Brandon, my evil, reckless brother's on my shoulder screaming, go for it, but I just knocked him off. You can't do that here. Field goal's a chip shot. Take the points. No way you can let this possession end without getting some points.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They go with Washington to begin the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
29.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Going up top. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Webb. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here's Webb. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Webb. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now look at this.
A play fake. Now Webb. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Webb. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Carr now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Bust through the tackle. He's got the completion to Strong. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
637.
He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. A lot of contact right there. No call, maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it's a late-game situation. I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
All right, here we go.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career.